Well, I was inspired to write my first book by accident, as I think the best things in life are always serendipitous. This one was no different. I was actually working in the corporate world, and I was doing very well, doing online marketing and working my way up that ladder. Had been working on it for a long time and doing well in the company. And I had this gift of adversity that happened where I was being bullied by a woman in my company. And I didn't know what to do, and I tried all these things to make the situation better, and nothing seemed to be working. But I worked so hard to get where I was, I didn't want to run away. So I felt very frustrated and disheartened about it. So I was driving to work one day, and I was crying because I wanted to change the situation and didn't know what to do. So I had this moment of complete surrender where I was like, help me, I will do anything. And this idea came to me. It was just the seed of an idea. It was a rose that grows up in a weed bed, and because she's different, thinks that she's the weed. And then immediately afterward, it wrote through me in the car. And I'm scrambling, like nothing like that had ever happened to me before. So I found a back of an envelope out of my purse and a mini golf pencil, which was in my console. And I wrote it from the very first line to the very last sentence in the car on the way to work at stoplights. And I didn't know what it was at the time. Like I said, nothing had ever happened like that to me before. I didn't tell anybody. I just put it away in a drawer. But I made a really important decision that day that a year from that date, I would either be working for somebody else, doing something completely different, or working for myself. And that's the one I really, really wanted. So I kept that promise to myself. And then a week after I left, I ended up having a random conversation with a woman I'd never met before. And she's talking to me about writing and asking me questions. And I said, no, I've just written business and marketing. It's pretty boring. And she said, no, you've got more. And then I remembered that story from more than a year ago, tucked in her drawer. And I was like, well, I do have this little story. And she said, tell me. So I told her the story, and she said, I just got goosebumps. You have to do something with that because my grandchildren need that message. And that's when the light bulb went on, and I thought, maybe it's a children's book. And after that, I was on fire. It was so scary and so juicy at the same time. I thought, what if I could help kids? Like, what if I could plant seeds of self-esteem in young children so that they believed in themselves so strongly that this would not shake them? And I just kept connecting with that passion every single day and published the book in 6 months because I knew if I didn't do it, I was going to chicken out. I had to go fast. And 2 weeks after it came out, it became a #1 bestseller, stayed at #1 on Amazon for over 60 weeks, and it changed everything in my world.